Yeah, girl. Get him. Get him. Get him. Oh my god. Greetings, humans. So, as you might have understood from the title, I want to redesign Cami. Yup, you don't know who she is. So let me tell you briefly about her. Basically, Cami is this character that I've had for a long time. When I say a long time, I mean I've actually had this character since I was like 10. So you can imagine that her first design was kind of crappy, I would say. It was a very typical design for me at that time. But now that my skills have grown and my taste have bloomed, damn, that was kind of nice. I've decided to redesign her because she's a character I really love and she has a cool story, so you know she deserves a little treat. She deserves the best. Let's take a look at her first design. She had pink hair, lizard, hoodie thing going on. She's a part of an anarchist association. So cool. So recently, for one of my short animation things, I did greatly redesign her. So I gave her darker colors. I basically race swapped her. Now she's fucking black. That's so fucking sick. There's a reason behind this though. It was kind of weird that she had light skin due to the region she was living in. So I switched that up. Recently I looked at this first redesign and I thought to myself, I can do better. Okay, I can do better for sure. Let's start. The things we have to keep in mind. She's a fighter, lizard team, and of course, she's gonna keep her personality. That's never gonna change. She's silent, you know, she's slightly stubborn, I might say slightly stubborn, and she's super stealthy. That's a note I did word for word write in one of my character sheets. So now let's start with the redesign. I wanted to start by drawing a full body of her with the hood off because yes, she's most of the time wearing the hood, but I still wanted to know what her hair would look like under her nice little hoodie. For the hair, of course, I did keep the hair shape. The bangs are quite similar to the first redesign and the original design. She has, you know, the swoop going on both sides. I did decide to give her two little dreads on the side of her face because I really wanted to give her jewelry in her hair that would be easy to see. I felt like it was going to be too charged if I added the jewelry into her bangs. I added the two little strands of hair, it's basically two dreads on the side of her face and added jewelry. Interesting thing is that I really added a bunch of triangles. Now, reason is triangles equals shape language. Triangles is sharp. Triangles is smart. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I use the triangles to signify that, you know, she can fight, you know, she's dangerous. And also, teeth, fangs, are sharp. For her clothing, I did, of course, keep her hoodie because that's one of the most iconic parts of Cami. So I did keep the tail, did keep the hood, but I slightly modified it to convey the snake and reptile idea further. First thing I did, the two hoodie strands, I made them in the shape of a lizard tongue. I did also utilize the lizard tongue sort of pattern to give her a belt that kind of reminds me of karate belts, which is interesting since she's a fighter and it gives her a sporty look. I really like that for her. You know, she's a sporty queen, she fights, go girl. Next part of the design. On the hoodie, I did keep the spikes. I did something different though than the first redesign. I decided to make a couple of the spikes longer to first of all, give her a better silhouette when she has the hood on, but also because I felt like adding these longer spikes would give the impression of her having horns. She doesn't actually have horns, it gives the impression of, which relates to the snakes and the reptiles. For the shoes, didn't know what to do, slapped on some nice Converse style shoes because of course, why not? Something I added to her design was zippers. As I said earlier, there's a lot of triangles. Triangles are in the zippers. I decided to put zippers on the sleeves because I thought it was quite practical to have sleeves you can basically detach if you're about to get in a fight, okay? You don't want like those big sleeves in your way, so you can just unzip them, take them off, and you're ready to fight, okay? But I did think further than that, because when she removes the sleeves, it gives a triangle pattern that looks like these. You can actually see this in one of my most recent drawings I made of her because I didn't want to draw the sleeves, so I just took them off. That's also a great thing. If you don't want to draw her sleeves, just take them off because I made it legal to do so. But of course, we cannot forget about Cami's weapon. I do not know how these are called. I'm just gonna show you how it looks. That's her weapon. At first, didn't have the long spikes, added the long spikes to make it fit with her hood and also give the snake fangs kind of vibe. That's all. Ooh, moving on to the colors. I did actually change the color of her clothes. It's pretty funny because it went from like her having a full vibrant green hoodie to basically a black hoodie to now it's kind of this wine color, quality wine. That's the color I'm looking for. Burgundies. Oh my god. Burgundies. But I didn't want to stay in the monochrome aspect of things, so I did give her a little accent color, which is green. It just goes so well with the burgundies. Small detail I forgot earlier is the little scales I give her. She has scales on her neck and scales on her cheek. Oh, also, I gave her a split tongue like a snake and gave her some little fangs because it's cute and snake and reptiles, you know? In the bangs, I added this like gradient with a brighter pink. I just was trying out stuff, honestly. I just loved it so much that I kept it. I really like Cami, she's just such a cool character. I'm so happy that I redesigned her because I recently drew her again and it made me happy. I just think she's an interesting character, story-wise and design-wise. And I think I'm probably gonna draw her again today because I love her so much. I really hope you enjoyed watching this weird, chaotic redesign of mine. And I'll probably redesign some other characters soon, so stay tuned for that. You should probably subscribe, you know? It's free, and it could bring me money. Could. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. So have a nice day, week, month, and year, and mere destinies cross again.